Okay, here we are with Imperator Rome. The 2.0 update was just released recently, so let's give this 2.0 a whirl here, and we'll see how this goes. Going to do this run as starting out as Knossos here, and where's my? It's not my leader. There we go. So, Erastos here, he's the king of Knossos, and he's realized when he, was expanding his kingdom here, or his, I guess, his castle, he found some old ruins of the ancient Crete people, King Minos. So he has an ambition to unite Crete into one group, and as exemplified here in the matter of Greece is our mission tree. So priority is to get all of this under one flag, and second priority, I would like to, if I go here, let's see, where it was, there we go, Great Wonders. If I can get a cool wonder built here, really expensive though, but that's a little sub goal. And then also the whole story of, everyone pretty much knows King Minos, and Daedalus. He built the labyrinth to house the Minotaur, but the tribute that was sent for the Minotaur and the labyrinth was sent by Athens. So if we can somehow get Athens as a tributary at some point as well, that'd be great. Unfortunately, at the moment, they're a part of the Antigonids. They're a tributary of the Antigonids, which they're really big. But I'm hoping that they'll just, Alexander's heirs will just fight each other, and then they'll leave us alone here on our island. Really, it's gonna probably be Sparta, and I don't know about Epirus is gonna do much, but yeah, we've got a huge change with the UI. Over here instead of on the top, and of course the way the military works now is more in line of, like, I guess CK3 with their levies. We have essentially 4 levies of 500 men each, so we'll have 2,000 men. And it's based off your pop count, your integrated pop, that doesn't count slaves as well. So it's this group here, and it's a percentage of that, which currently, of my laws, if I can remember where these are, here we go. It's only 5%. Or I guess it gives an extra plus 5%, which currently here I have, city-state, and a default, and then no retinue, so it's at 24%. But it goes down to a minimum of 4, because you need 2,000 men to siege some of these, the forts here. And there are quite a few forts in the area. It also helps that they're actually on the map here, so all these little forts here show that there's a fort. And Knossos here, we've got, I don't know how to pronounce it. This area here, they are a vassal. I think they're feudatory. Yeah, feudatory. They're not happy with us though, because, they're basically the same size of us, so they're not going to assist us in any war, unfortunately. I need to get this to at least, I think it was like 40%, before they would join us in a war. And if I had done when my was testing this before, I think if I had gained like 5 territories myself, then that was going to be enough. Like, oh yeah, you're a pretty big player. So we'll join you in the wars. Okay, and I don't think, let's see. So one of the first things we're going to do is we got some free ideas here. A military slot, a religious, and a civic idea. So let's add some of these here. We have 3 choices: ordered retreats, permanent shipyards, and martial ethos. This is always good, but at the moment we're not going to need the ships, because ships are really only going to help if there's a port, which ports can be built in any province now compared to earlier imperators. And they're really only going to be known, here's a port, there's a port. Of course, we have a port, and there's a port here. But they're really only helpful if there's a port there in the province to blockade it. If there's no port to blockade, then the ships aren't going to do anything. Our morale recovery is good as well, but I'm going to go with just extra 5% morale. That's going to hopefully help us against these other early they're like kingdoms, I guess, groups, nations. Civic ideas. We've got extra slave output, which we need us more slaves. The more stuff we'll get in each province of our trade goods. Extra commerce for build cost and build time. Now this is good too. I might just start with this just so I can get some cheaper buildings. I'm gonna get my buildings up to speed, and then maybe switch to commerce. And our last one is our religious ideas. Now I could just pick, all civic or all military if I really wanted to, but I really want to get one for each to get the bonus here. And so we've got origin myth. We got our monthly ruler gains popularity. Haruspicy, our loyalty to subject states, and a state religion. So our civilization level. Generally, I like to go with this starting because it gives me a lower amount of territory to take before they become happy with me. So we got this, we got our plus 10 now, and now we've got 60% extra slave output. So we have some decisions here as well, and this is the one that I'm going to be looking for. So we have one of the 4 needed. So we get neither one on the far end, this one here, and the one right across from us. And then we can form Crete, and that's my step 1 there. Yes, and we got 2 out of 7 buildings at the moment. So we've got quite a few we can build. We've got the fort and the fortress already, and we do have a tomb of Minos at the moment. But I really, let's see, marketplace, library. I do like the aqueducts for later use, but we need to have a greater civilization level. And currently our civilization level is only 24, and it will go up over time with some buildings and inventions, which. Well, first let's go through the omens here. So I got 4 omens to pick from. I can switch out to different deities as well, but these 4 are good. So yeah, this one is good as well in the beginning for Heracles. Do I want to switch it to, say, an Aries for extra morale? I won't be able to, unfortunately, choose that omen at the time, though, but I can always choose it later. Yeah, maybe... Well, natural commerce, population growth is also good. National pop growth is also good. Yeah, because the more population I have, the more levies I can field. I am too small to field any sort of legions. To field a legion, you need to have one of these 2 reforms here. Royal Guard or Royal Army, which you're going to need one of the inventions to have. So it's not something I'm really worried about more. I'm more about how many levies I can field. So I'm gonna go with Demeter here. We get extra monthly global food, and population growth goes up slightly. Okay, so that's that. We can assign some leaders to our fleets here. I'm just gonna choose the best ones. Yeah, this guy's probably okay. And let's see here. Right. Oh, I don't have a free one of those yet. Okay. We've got 1 of 2 imports. Currently, we get wood and grain. We get 1 grain. If I look at the trade goods map mode, olives, vegetables. Okay, so there's no other grain on the island. There's marble, lots of olives actually, lots of olives. Some iron, wine, fish. So essentially we produce one, I don't know, thing of this. And we get the benefit of, you know, monthly food, local manpower. Now, I can import some grain. And if I have a surplus, if I have a +1, if I have a surplus here, these don't have any, then I would gain the main benefit of the grain and then the surplus, so the global food monthly food modifier as well. Which, or I might just want to get some fish. And it's worth less though. Livestock is also good too. Promotion speed. I'm just gonna go for some grain. So we can import it from these. There are 3 choices, although Syracuse, well, they're like, nah, we're not gonna import for you. We'll just pick a shoot. There we go. And now we've got a +1 grain. And side effect then, because we've got that extra stuff, we've got enough to get extra wood as well, which is really nice. Music kind of loud, I think. Maybe take the music down. Okay. Alright, we've got some pretenders, we've got a couple loyal, disloyal people, but that's not really a problem. I mean, I can, you know, make some friends with you, sure. We'll try to make some friends, try to get you up. And now for one of the other bigger things, inventions. Starting the game, we've got 8 slots, 8 inventions to choose from. 4 categories: martial, civic, oratory, and religious. So we've got martial tree here, and a third one. This is our navy tree. And this one was like sieging and some defense. And this is just a general one, which this right here will let you give the law where we can do freely we can recruit legions. And I've got 8. I can just go down the tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can go down the tree. Each red arrow, you know, you need the one before that. So it's possible I can get that, but it's not really as much as of a importance for, you know, as a small nation here to have that many legions. So martial tree, civic tree, 2 civic trees. They're also really big. Lots of different things. There's property taxes, trade. The ones that have these little, like, olive laurels here usually give some sort of major boost, is what they are. Yeah, you can do League City there, but there's just a ton of these. Oratory, another 2 huge trees here. Lots of trees. Here's some for subject stuff. And I think, yeah, and then the religious also, it's only 1 tree, but I mean, it's really big. Plus you can always make a search for it. Let's say I want them, like, hey, how can I get my, where's all the ones that give me discipline, you know? Highlights it all in yellow. It's really great. A lot of here, a few over here as well, and then a few over here for ship discipline. Can also go into planning mode, where we can just kind of plan. Yeah, maybe I want, you know, I want these. It's like, okay, maybe that's how I want to play it. You know, we can choose to do that or not. But I do like getting this, because then I can get a Foundry city building. It unlocks a Foundry city building in my cities. And Knossos is a city at the moment, and I think it's a really good building. So, first of all, I'm going to do down to this, so we get extra discipline as well. And heavy cavalry discipline. Being an island, I don't have any horses down here, so that's really less of a benefit. But I do want the Foundry building, which is really nice. And also, I've got 4 left. Let's see. So it seemed to be that ancient Crete, the Minoans, they seem to be a lot of a trade empire. So I kind of want to do something with that with these guys here. Bring a lot of trade in, versus, you know, military conquest. So I think national tax. I want, yeah, capital import route is good. Build cost. Okay, yeah, get some commerce as well. Alright, so we're gonna do, yeah, import. And I'd like to get another route as well. And let's see, river barges was, yes, another route. So I want to do, which path? Now with the two yellows, I can, it doesn't matter, I can choose either path, it doesn't matter. Build time, national tax. Yeah, well, I get a free province investment. Okay, yeah, that'll be good. So we'll get this, and we'll get river barges. So now I should have 2 extra capital import routes. There we go. Which if I look here, yep, I'm now 2 out of 4 instead of 2 out of 2. So let's try to import some other things here, shall we? Now let's see. Citizens, freemen, citizen, and nobles. Now I'd like to use these 2 to get a surplus. Would be really nice. Gemstones would be nice. Could I get 2? Yes, I could. Okay, that's an option. National freeman output, happiness is also good. Although gemstones would give me lots of money. Glass, civilization level would also be nice. They do not want to trade for glass. Okay, let's try to go for some gemstones. I should. And can we get the second one? And cyanide. So I think we're trading 3 trade routes with the Ptolemy here in Egypt. So as long as we stay good friends with them, the trade will keep on coming. If we go to war, that trade disappears. Alright. And with one of my inventions, right, the movement of water. So I get 1 free province investment. So if I go back here to my province, I got 4 choices here. Normally they would cost this political influence, but I get 1 for free. So we can get a local building slot. We get an extra import route, which is also really nice. Gets us more money as well. Higher population. So currently our population is 23 of 48. Or we can get extra loyalty, and we get a fort infrastructure capability. So we could, you know, get the fort level higher. As a trade empire, I think I'm just going to go with another trade route. So now it'll work on this, and this will finish at some point. So it's over here, and then we'll get another trade route for Crete here. Okay, and I think, yeah, 113. And here's the Foundry. Yeah, it costs quite a bit, but it increases civilization a little. Starting experience, we need less slaves for a surplus. So over here, we produce wood. And for every 20 slave pop, we'll get an extra +1 wood. But with these buildings that have the less slave requirement, which means we need less slaves to produce more of something. And I'd like to keep this as a +1. If we get a +2, we can always trade those out as well. There's an option to also automatic trade, but we're small enough that, you know, manually doing these trades is it's all right. And as a city here, we can revoke the city status. Found the city, and we could also make it a metropolis, which is just a big city, but that's gonna cost a lot. So if I get a metropolis there at some point as well, that'll be great. Okay, right, let's build the ships. And so now the thing is, do I want to get one of these cheaper buildings now? Or do I want to save for the Foundry? Greenery is always good. Because I'm going for a trade empire, let's just go for a marketplace here. I think that'll be okay. And so if I've gone through everything I need to do before, I need to unpause. Diplomacy tree. Let's go through quick here. Let's see, my laws. So I can change this basically immediately, and then I'll have 10% levy size modifier instead of 5. I still think, looking at this, from my pops, it's still not going to be enough to pump this to, like, say, a 5 at the moment for my pop limit. Yeah, trade. Okay. Oh, yes. So we've got one mission here, and we'll start this tree. And here are the missions for Crete. So we want to consult the court and see how they feel about us, you know, uniting Crete together. So, you know, they'll worry about that at some point. And then, yeah, control Greece. And then mixing some gains. We've got, you know, outside. I think this is, yeah, the islands, and then this area of Greece. Okay, wow, I didn't even unpause it yet. I'll make a cut in here, and, yeah, next time I'll, unpause the game, and, we'll, see about making all of this, green. But that'll be for, next time.